Steph Simmons, thank you. Well, the first ballots in the 2020 race are cast today. Iowa holds its caucuses, but what do you need to know about the election's first primary? Janelle Bludau is here, connects the dots.
The Iowa caucuses are tonight, and a lot of Democratic candidates are fighting to be the front runner. But why does Iowa get to go first, and how does a caucus work? Let's connect the dots. First up, Iowa's enviable position as first in the country. This actually stems from one of the lowest points in American politics, the 1968 Democratic National Convention. After it erupted in chaos with violent clashes between police and protesters, the Democratic Party decided to spread out its nominating process. And since Iowa's caucus system was so complex, it got to go first. So how do Iowa's caucuses work? Democrats and Republicans have different rules in Iowa, but let's focus on the Democrats because we aren't expecting any surprises from the Republicans. Voters gather in a room and stand in a certain section to show their support for a candidate. If a candidate doesn't get 15%, that candidate is not considered viable, and their supporters are asked to pick another candidate. Another count is taken and delegates are awarded to the candidates based on how many supports they had. It may sound complicated, but don't expect Iowa to give it up anytime soon. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bludau for H-Town Rush.